while the economy gets turned up.
Hello. Hello. No. It will start 8 p.m. 8 p.m. sharp. Stop at 5. He is just testing out, I think. If you press on chat, you can type a message. I just wanted to let you know I am happy you tuned in. No. The room will open in time.
Hi guys.
Here we go.
Okay. Hope you all can hear me and see the screen. And just give me a thumbs up. Guys can all just mute yourselves. If anybody's having any problems, just let me know quickly. I'll gladly see how I can help. And also, welcome to the newbies. You may be in Finalmente for some time, but you may be on this group chat for the first time. So welcome. Okay. So guys, we don't do presentations as such. We do just training. There's nothing really to present with regards to Finalmente. This is just between you and yourself and Irene, effectively. There's really no need to go and share this opportunity. And I know a lot of people, especially in Cape Town, don't like the idea of networking a business. And so Finalmente is ideal for that kind of person, right? But I'm going to show you later on that there is no harm in sharing this opportunity. And also when you do share the opportunity, share it in a different manner than what you would do any other platform. And people, when you do share it with them, they will see that a mile away, that it's not you just coming out looking for business, and hoping that they sign up so that you can benefit. Finalmente, it doesn't work like that. So I'm just going to quickly start off by saying that last night I was on a Zoom. I think Sarah was on a Zoom as well. And so for those that didn't make it, that wasn't on the Zoom last night, effectively what they're saying is, look, currently if you want to withdraw your money right now, it's within 24 hours. Now, my plan ends, well, it ended on Friday night, about a month ago at 9 o'clock. Okay, and effectively it was supposed to end, well, it did actually end during the day. Well, but I was on my way to Langebaan, didn't have an opportunity to repurpose my money or to withdraw whatever. And so by the time I remembered, it was 9 o'clock Friday night, and that's when I did it. Unfortunately, or fortunately for the staff of Finalmente, for them, but unfortunately for me, the week thereafter, a notice came out to say, guys, we cannot withdraw after 7 on a Friday, only again from 12 o'clock Sunday night, Monday morning. So I had to then wait for Sunday night, Monday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and to withdraw, because I've got a project and I'm busy withdrawing funds on a weekly basis. So my time runs from 2 in the morning on a Monday morning. I wake up and I withdraw the funds. And then by the time the Finalmente staff gets to work, okay? Yeah, Zana, can't you see can you guys see the screen though? I know you can't see me. I didn't put a video on for myself, but can you guys see the screen? Just give me a thumbs up quickly. Zana's saying she can't see me. I know you can't see me, but can you guys at least see the screen? That's important. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Zana, yeah, sorry, I didn't, yes, but we want to see you and talk a bit clearer, please. I cannot put the video on now. Oh, there we go. All right, I didn't blow dry my hair, so please excuse the look. And let me just also pump up the volume here. Okay. Is that clearer? Can you guys see me now? All good? Thumbs up. Yeah. All good. All right. Again, excuse the hairdo. I didn't have a chance to blow dry anything. So yeah. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that although Finalmente give you that 24-hour turnaround time in which to withdraw, when I withdraw at 2 in the morning, obviously the staff is not at work, because you must remember this is done manually. When you do a withdrawal, okay, there are people in the back office physically effecting that withdrawal for you. And so at least by 8:10, I get notification that the money has left my Finalmente account and it's now landed in my Valor account. And once it's in Valor, it's a matter of 3 minutes, and then my money's in my bank account. So that's how quick it is. Okay. Depending on when you want to do this withdrawal, if you do a withdrawal in the afternoon, around about 3, 4 o'clock or so, you might not get it the same day. You'll get it the next day when it's in Valor. But again, it's within a 24-hour period. Why am I mentioning this? Because it was said last night that from the 24th of December to the 6th of January, okay, all withdrawals will now take place over a 72-hour period. So again, they're running on a skeleton staff, and it's probably going to take a day or maybe 2 days to get your money out. So it's not like they're running away. If you haven't received any funds and you're used to getting money within a couple of minutes or within the day, and if you haven't, it's only because they're running on skeleton staff and things will just be a little bit slower. We have to, just respect the fact that these are human beings. They're genuinely trying to meet our needs. Also, be told that there's going to be a bit of a new look with regards to Finalmente in the new year, so we're excited about that. And also, because at the rate which people are joining Finalmente and so forth, what they've also done is employ more IT guys to help out. Okay? And there has been some problems in the past couple of weeks, but then again, it's because at, the rate that people are joining, so therefore the systems will give a bit of issues, gremlins here and there, but that's all been sorted. And these are things you can expect as we go along, because Finalmente is fantastic. Guys, a lot of people will also ask about the longevity of Finalmente. Right? Is it going to be around for the next 10 years and so forth? I just normally, my reply is, are you going to be around for the next 10 years? That's simple. There's no guarantees. Okay. I did a presentation for the first time on Sunday where there were about 10 people, and every single one gave me a cold shoulder. Cannot believe it. First time I've ever experienced that. And it was Finalmente. It was the youngsters. Now, to be fair, and this is what I find a bit unreal, it's that it's the elderly generation that is more susceptible to Finalmente. They're putting in their sasa money and their last and whatever, and they're trying to coerce the grandchildren to come in and their children. But it's the youngsters that wanting to give us uphill with regards to this. And one of the things was, again, the people were saying, what's the longevity? What's the guarantee? This is too good to be true. I showed them my account, which I'll show you guys now if you're new, where I'm earning 35K a week, Yet I've got family that's waiting on a relative of mine, where I promised him 1,000 Rand to start his account, and whereby he would then earn a 60 Rand a week. They're waiting on that to happen so they can see that this is real. They don't believe my 35,000 a week. They will believe he's 60 Rand a week. Then it's real. So, sometimes people can't just wrap these figures around their head and so forth. But that's fine, each to their own. And again, you know what? If this had happened to me in any other platform where I was dependent on people signing up, I would have walked away feeling a bit disappointed with regards to Sunday. But because I don't need them to sign up, my money, I walk away, I still make mine at this time on 7.85%. So it's for me, it's still neither here nor there whether you sign up or not. They've asked a lot of questions, but in my mind, they asked the wrong questions. Okay? Like the one guy was asking, if you can give me a piece of paper that guarantees me the 6% every week. Now, come on, guys. It says there when you're buying the plan that that's what you're going to get. That is something that can hold up in the court of law. Okay? And if that changes, it's only because they're trying to make it sustainable for the company. So many things in life, whatever company you're working for, whatever profit margins that company has, it has to change to adapt to situations going forward, right? One thing the company can guarantee you, if they have to, is that you're always going to be making a profit. That's for sure. My personal opinion, Finalmente in the next 2 years or so, my personal opinion is that to make it sustainable, they might go down to 4% a week, 3% a week, even 1% a week. And 1% a week, it's 4% for the month. You do not get that kind of money in the bank, right? So it's always going to be a win-win. But for me, it's all about making the most out of the situation right now. If you've put in a 500 Rand, if you've put in 100,000 Rand, and you've doubled your money, okay? Take it out if you want to, right? Because while your money is still in Finalmente, it's monopoly money. It's not real. Until you spend it, it's real. So I'm mentioning all of these things because when you do decide that you want to share this opportunity and you get all these negative responses, then these are the kind of answers that you can give to people, okay? Also, people are calling it a pyramid scheme, and as you know, nothing is wrong with a pyramid. Everything in life is a pyramid. Ponzi scheme that you have to be wary of. I also made mention on Sunday that when people talk bad about Finalmente or any other platform, when it's coming, particularly when it got to do with crypto, look at the source of where that, use my French, bitching and moaning is going to come from. Okay, it's normally from the fiat currency market. People that will love to put you in hedge funds. Give me your rands and cents, and they'll invest it for you. Okay, you must remember a couple of years ago, $500 billion of cryptocurrency never went through the banking sector. Okay, it bypassed the banking sector completely. And that's how people made money. So much so that even Wall Street stood up and said, okay, well, we need to get involved in in blockchain, and we need to get involved in crypto. Governments now around the world are starting to say, let's regulate this. So guys, can you imagine how difficult it was for the first person selling a cell phone when everybody was comfortable with a landline? Extremely difficult for you. To make you understand that you can take your phone, jump in a car, and still continue talking. It doesn't have to be plugged into a wall. Right? So we that have the foresight are in a good position, guys. Grow your business. This final mentor is me, it's my bank. Yes, you can put in 100,000 and you can double up your money. And then you want to take your other 100 out. To put where? If you're going to put it back in the bank, you're going to earn 6% for the year, maybe, if that. So this is where I leave my money. And this is another important fact that you have to remember. Your money is not in Finalmente. All right. The Finalmente is a screenshot of your business. It is a what do they call it? Spreadsheet or a statement of what you are doing. That's what Finalmente is all about. Okay, to show you on your back office, this is what you've earned and how you've drawn your money and so forth. But if the website crashes or anything happens with Finalmente, the money is not with Finalmente. It's in a cold wallet. All right, it's off. It's almost like you're buying something with you're buying something by Edgar's, but your money is sitting with F&B. Edgar's can close their shops tomorrow, but your money's at F&B. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's how you have to think about it. And lastly, what is Finalmente all about? Well, Finalmente is a company that purchases or that sells advertising on the internet. If anybody asks, that's what it is. It sells advertising space on the internet. Okay, so let me just quickly log in here for the sake of newbies and show them how you can actually work this account. And this is my account. Okay, so to show you it is real. Okay, and there you go. For people that missed the December webinar, the recording is now available. We will just quickly, how cool is this? This was last night. I'm gonna just say copy link address and I will put it on the group chat here, and you can all have access to it. This here, and there you go. Okay, so yeah, I will just name it and shame it a little bit later on, but for now, let's just leave it like that. Okay, cool. Guys, I've been in this thing for 27 weeks, right? I've got currently 2 active plans, right? Everything is on this dashboard that you need to see. I've earned from 129 referrals, and this is the total money that I've earned. And I'll give you all the rands and cents right now. I just want to go through all of this, right? I've made 3 deposits. I've made 10 withdrawals. My return on investment thus far is 67%. There again are my 3 plans that I've put money in. So initially I put in a 15,000 Rand. Okay. Then I dumped in a little bit more money. And then lastly, I put in about 150K. But by the time I put the 150 in, I was already on 150. And that took me, and that my 15,000 took me to 150 within 4 months. I rode the wave of Bitcoin spiking, and it's continually to spike, right? So these are the 26 repurchase plans that I've got. This is how you read this thing, okay? And in total, I've got 29 plans running or ran. Now, you can click here, and it will show you that it gives you a history of the plans from day one when you started. All right, so you can come right down here, and it will show you that that's where I started on the 6th of July. I came in with 0.085 Bitcoin. Now, let me just open up another tab here quickly. This is not entirely accurate. This Rand to BTC, this for me it's just easy. So if I copy that, I've put in 15,000 Rand. It's not going to show you 15,000 Rand. It will show you what this BTC is worth today, 24,000 Rand. So had I bought 15,000 Rand of Bitcoin like I did in June, July, and just left it in Bitcoin, I would have almost doubled my money, right? And that's just how popular Bitcoin is right now. So, but I didn't. I put it into plans where you can see every 7 days I've been repurposing, okay? Every 7 days I've been repurposing. So where am I at right now? I'm here where in 5 days time, okay, this plan comes to an end. And in 5 days time, this plan comes to an end. Now this particular plan here, guys, this is what they call a capital withdrawal. Right, so if you're on 100,000 Rand and you're earning 7% for the week, effectively at the end of that week, you should get, for that week, you should get 7,000 Rand, depending on what Bitcoin does, right? Bitcoin is on the increase, you probably get a little bit more. And so that's there and thereabouts what you would then get. If you've gone and shared this opportunity with people and you get commissions, that all gets added to your 7,000 until you could easily walk away with 8,000, 9,000 Rand, right? But if you, and you've got this 100,000, but if you want 50,000 Rand, all right, from your plan, from your Finalmente, which is more than the 7,000 or 8,000 Rand that they're saying you can take out, then you go down here to capital withdrawal, right down here. Okay, capital withdrawal, and it's just like buying any other weekly plan. Okay, you click on here. Firstly, you type in here and you say, I want 50,000, and you say, what is 50,000 in Bitcoin? 0.18 today. Okay, so don't type it in today and decide next week you want to now withdraw the 50,000 and still put in the 0.18. You will have either a pleasant surprise or well a surprise, I suppose. But on the day when you want to withdraw, you first type in and see what is the value of Bitcoin needed. So then you buy, okay, and you put in your 0.18, and that will tell you that's your 50,000 Rand today with right here. Okay, and you agree to the terms and conditions, you place your order. Okay, obviously it's but that's fine. And then it will, when you place the order, okay, then let's make it a bit more real. So that we can see. Right. You confirm, okay, and then it will take 2 weeks for you to for that money to land up in your wallet. Now, here's another important fact, and this is how cool Finalmente is. Whilst waiting for that 50,000 Rand, you are earning 6% a week on it. Okay. So by the time you get the money, you could walk away with 62,000 Rand, 65,000 Rand, maybe a little bit less, depending again on Bitcoin. Because remember, this is all Bitcoin related, right? This has got nothing to do with your rands and cents. It's not 6% on 50,000 Rand. It's 6% on 0.18. Finalmente, it's all about growing your Bitcoin quota, right? And whatever that value is, that is it. So in my case here, I withdrawn, but now, yeah, sorry, let me just quickly show you what my 100,000 Rand, because I took out 100,000 Rand. That was a couple of days ago. This is it here. It's got about 5 days left. Okay. Just to show you what it's sitting on today. One. 101,000. It was yesterday on 105,000, and that's what I'm saying. It is 6% on your Bitcoin value, and also depending on what Bitcoin does. Now, by the time this money over 5 days is up, this could easily be 110,000, whatever. You know what I mean? But this is how you can. It's cool. I mean, you withdraw anyway money now, and you get maybe far less because of charges and this, that, and the other. But in this case, here you get more than what you asked for. Bitcoin is in your favor. So that's the cool thing about that. All right. My scenario here, this is what I'll be getting in the next 5 days. Show you how my account works. That's 450,000 Rand, bearing in mind that I'm withdrawing the 100,000. Bearing in mind for the past month, I was withdrawing between 34,000 to 38,000 a week, okay, for the past month. Had I not done that, had I not taken out 100,000, this would obviously be looking a lot healthier. Guys, the plan is very simple when it comes to Finalmente. No matter what you put in, whether it's a 500 Rand, 1,000 Rand, or however you grow it, the plan is very simple. Try not to, and I know it's sometimes difficult, but try not to touch your monies. Keep repurposing it, right, till you get to 100K. Right? When you hit the 100,000 mark, that's your first goal. Your next goal is then to get to 1 million, and your third goal should then get to 3 million. Now, those three numbers are figures are very important, right? Why I say that? Because on 100,000, okay, I just want to show you something. You're getting, say, 7% a week. Now, take this. Okay, so on sorry. So on 100,000, you're getting 7,000 rand a week. You need to live, okay? So you can live, and at the same time, you can grow this money because there's a strategy. So your first week, you get 7%. Therefore, going into your second week, you're now on 107,000 rand. Okay, so you haven't taken any money out. You're still in your second week of the month. You times your 107,000 by 7%, and that gives you 7.5. So you're looking at about, say, 115,000 rand. And again, this is Bitcoin stays the same. This should be your worst case scenarios, right? So 115,000 in your second week of the month, and you times that by 7% your third week, and that would take you about to 123, and let's round it off to about 125,000 rand. This is your last week of the month. You're on 125,000. You're now getting 7%. Okay. In some cases, you can get 7 point a little bit more. I must just double check quickly. But let's just work on 7%. This is your last week of the month. So you can take that as a salary for yourself, but then you go into the new month with 125,000 rand and not 100,000. Okay. So obviously, the first week of the new month, this is exactly what you will get again because it's where you left it. You'll get that, and so you're probably on 133,000 for the first week of the new month. Okay, I'm just going to do one more month quickly just to show you 133,000. And if you times that by 7%, going into your second week, well, that takes you to 142,000 in your second week. And you see how your capital is growing and how you can also live. Okay, and you take this for 7%. So that's 9, that gives you 152,000. Okay, so in your last week of your second month, you now decide, okay, I'm going to take the 7% salary for myself. Remember the first month, that last week you took 8,700. Here you're taking 10,000. So in your third month, you now go in with 152K or there and thereabouts. And the last week you grow salary, not the first week, always the last week. You need to compound first so you always get a better return. And you can see just by waiting for 3 weeks, you can move from 8,000 to 10,000. That's just by waiting, right? And so you can end up where I'm at now, where you take 35K a week and so forth and so forth. So that's your first milestone, if you want, 100,000. And you will see this is now your second week, going into your third week, and you're already on 152,000. You know, it will take maybe 5 weeks or so, and again, if Bitcoin decides to spike seriously, you could be on 1 million very quickly. When you hit 1 million, you can do the math on that. It's simple. You're on 1 million, and you're getting your 7%. Or now let's work it out per month, right? So 7, 14, 21, 28% for the month. But because you're compounding, you add an extra 4% or something like that. So let's make it 33%. So if you times that by 33%, it obviously gives you 33,000. Okay, so that's your first month. And then your next month, you're going in at 1.3 million. Okay, let's just leave it like that. 3, right. Times that by 33%. This is now month 2. Okay, and that will take you to 1.7. And obviously, by your third month, you want 2 bar. And when you get to 2 bar, it takes you 2.5 months again. Bitcoin stays the same to get your 3 million. Now, on 3 million, that's where you start earning 1 million, and then 2 million a month, and then 3 million a month, and so forth. Guys, so that's the strategy. If you have a 3-step strategy, Finalmente, even if it's around just for another 2 years, and you do this, you would have made a killing. Okay. Again, we can't say it's going to last forever and a day. However, listening to the CEO last night, it looks like, you know, they want to keep this business around for as long as possible. I also know this because when this business started, you know, getting your minimum investment gave you a 10% return a week. Then it dropped when I got involved, it dropped to 7% a week. Now your minimum investment is giving you 6%. They're doing this because to sustain the company, sustain the business. You know, they've got overheads and things like that to run. So yeah. So they sell advertising space on the internet. They make about 40% profit. Okay. And of that profit, they give you either 6%, 6.6, 6.85, and so on and so forth. So that's how the company works, and that is how you can also strategize making money. Your referrals, again, you don't need to, right? But it's, you know, if you put money into this business for 3 weeks and you haven't spoken to a single soul, right? You can actually tell someone one day, you know, I put money in here, I've left my same amount of, in fact, I've left the 500 in the bank and I've left the 500 in Finalmente. I just want to show you something, okay? And see here, this is what I've earned now over 3 weeks in Finalmente, and in fact, my account in the bank, I'm sitting on 400 Rand because of charges. And I haven't told a single person. So I'm very comfortable leaving some money here. It's through that kind of conversation that someone will say, oh, well, okay, I'll try it, you know. And that's what happened in my case here. These are 13 people, like family and friends, and only one person here has put in more than, in fact, one person put in 15,000. The other 12, 5 of them are kids under the age of 10. And I know you're not supposed to sign up children here, but I've taken a chance because they don't ask for IDs. And yeah, that was emphasized after I put the kids in. So let's run the gauntlet. But yeah, so these guys, these 13 people put in all less than 1,000 Rand. But they obviously saw the value in it, and then they spoke to 41 people. The 41 people spoke to 45 people, and that 45 people spoke to 30 people. So you earn 4 levels deep. You get 3% commission on your first line, 2% on your second, 1% on your third, and 1% on your fourth. But here's what you need to look at. In total, this is what I've earned. This is what I've earned from just speaking to that 13 people. 101,000 Rand in commission. Okay. But you look at what I've earned from the 13 people. Okay. This is part of the 101,000 Rand. You look what I've earned here. 5,100 Rand. So clearly, I didn't bring in 13 people to make money. I just said, here's something, if you want to try it, put in a couple of bucks and see how it goes, okay? Strangely enough, these 30 people, I mean, I don't know who they are, on a 1% commission is where I made the bulk of my money, okay? 70,000 Rand, strangely enough. And it all started with that 13 people. So that's what I'm saying, guys. It doesn't hurt chatting to people, right? You don't have to do it immediately. And they can see you sharing this opportunity. It's almost like bragging rights, you know what I'm just saying? And you chuffed with yourself with what you've done, you've put money in. And again, Sarah's also on the score. Guys, this is also one thing I want to make mention. In the past, being a networker, you know, when someone tells me a company's been around for 3-4 years, you sort of take comfort in the fact that, okay, there's consistency and they've been around for a while or something. That can also sometimes not necessarily be the case. That can be the complete opposite. They could be there to groom you, as Sarah can attest to that as well, okay? They can be there to groom you. So for me, when a company is new, like this company, right, and I'm not saying, please, I'm not saying that they're these type of people, but let's just say they are the type that is grooming you. Well, you've got 2 more years, okay, to make as much money as you want. I'm not saying Finalmente is a kind of company. All I'm saying, going forward, this is how you select and how you're comfortable with a company. And it's not necessarily because they've been around for a long time. Okay? A new company is always finding its feet. They will give you the best. They will pay all attention to you and so forth, and they'll put things in place. And it's in that time period that you must pump your account, make your money as fast as you can, all right? And then start taking some of the money out and putting it into another account where if anything does go wrong sideways, guys, you've made more than what you came in with, you've done a bit of a profit and so forth. And nothing really lasts forever. But it would be fantastic if we can still see Finalmente around in the next 10 years. It was also mentioned that, they're not just going to be tapping into the advertising space, one or two other things that they're going to be delving in, which will compensate, towards that 6% and 7% that we get per week. So they're really looking at the future and wanting to have this company around for a long time. Great news, right? Guys, again, this is the commission side of it. And yeah. Now, when we want to go and we want to purchase a plan, for those of you that doesn't know how, the first plan here is called a bunker. Not a plan per se, but what it really is, it's a wallet. You can see there's no earnings on it, but you treat it just like any other plan. Now, when do you use bunker? Bunker is only used when you have, like in my case, I will use bunker if I must put money in tomorrow. Why? Because I've got 2 plans that is already active. It's only coming to an end in 5 days' time. But I've played the lotto last night and I've won 5 grand, and now I want to add my 5,000 rand here. All right? I don't want to put the 5,000 rand into bunker when my plans come to an end, because then it will take a day or two and it's a lots of earnings, right? So I put it in now already. So all I do is, again, I find out what is 5,000 rand, okay, in terms of Bitcoin. I'm not sorry. 5,000 at 0.018, okay? And then I say, right, I go here and I put in the 0.18. Now, I'm just gonna, I don't wish to confuse you, but let me just quickly sign into my Valor account. Hold on to that thought with bunker. The reason why I'm jumping to this right now, because there's a way of doing it, okay, without messing up. One of the things that is important to notice or to know is that if you're moving money from your Valor, from your Bruno account, whatever, if you're moving Bitcoin, right? But if you've got 0.019 here, and you want to, but you've come and you've done this first, you put in here 0.018. It doesn't tie up with what you want to send. And so therefore it might kick it out and the order might never be placed. So the first thing that you want to do, you've got 5,000 rand. You first want to see, can you move 5,000 rand? Okay. Now, I've got monies here in rands. These are people that need to help them. So this is maybe also a very good example. And I need to convert this rand to BTC. So guys, once again, let me just quickly sidestep and go one step further back from this. Let's just say you've got your Valor account. It's empty. You need to put 4,500 rand in here. So you click on deposit. Okay. And I'm with FNV, so I click on all other banks. Okay. And this is Valor's banking details. All right. So I go and I say once of payment, I put in paying Valor. This is the account, this is check account. They with Standard Bank, and this is my reference code. When I transfer that money from my bank, I come back here and I click on here, I've transferred the funds. And that will tell Valor, listen, there's money on its way. Now that might take a couple of hours or a day or whatever, but eventually it will land up in your Valor account, in your Rand wallet. Now it's here. Now we need to convert this Rand to Bitcoin. Okay, so all we do is we click on the Bitcoin column here, we click on it, and it gives you an option, buy with rands or you sell your BTC. We want to buy Bitcoin, all right? And I'm buying here with 4,535. So I type in 4,535, okay? And I say review buy. And that will give me 0.015 Bitcoin. Okay, so I review, I confirm, and it's instantaneous. Okay, once I say okay, I go back to wallets, and you will see that it's out of my Rand wallet and it's in my Bitcoin wallet. Okay, so it charged me a couple of bucks, $30 or something, or 5,430 or whatever. So it's not that expensive, okay? But again, it's because it didn't charge me in Rand and cents, it charged me in Bitcoin. And that's what the percentage of that Bitcoin cost at the time. Now, firstly, I want to purchase a plan, or I want to move this 4,500 Rand into my banker account. Okay? So before, and yeah, I'm coming back here now. So before I do this, I first want to see if I can withdraw 4,500 Rand. So I go, click on withdraw, okay? And then I don't worry about the wallet address right now. I first want to see, can I move that money, right? So I say 4,500. And you see here, guys, it says insufficient funds. I know I've got 4.5, but here it shows me I've got insufficient funds, which means if you look on top here, it says that 0.015304 is what is the BTC that's available. But if I want to move this BTC, which is equivalent to 4.5, right? There's some fees involved. And so you must always look at this amount here. Okay, so it's 0.01505, and here you've got 30. So this is the amount that I can move. Now I can either copy that amount, and you know, I want to put it in here, or alternatively, you know, I can just say, I can type it in 0.015. Okay, and if it doesn't show me insufficient funds, then I know, and you can see at the bottom, it's 4,411 Rand. I can maybe add 0.5, 4,426. Okay, so I'm comfortable that this is the amount of Bitcoin that I can move, 0.015, and maybe I can add in that other 0.5, and then I will put it here. I will agree, place my order, and then I confirm. Then I know I'm sending the exact amount of Bitcoin that is sitting here to here. Again, it's just like purchasing any other plan. Once it's in banker, it will take a day or two to clear, and then it will be sitting here. When this plan comes to an end, here in your BTC column is where it will show you that your 4,500 is sitting together with this money, so it will combine, and you can then select your plan. The system basically tells you, okay, what you can afford. Right? So in my case, I've got some money that I can withdraw. I can either withdraw it or I can purchase a plan. All right, we don't really worry with the Uno starter. And guys, I've read here, saw on a video that there was a guy purchasing Uno starters on a daily basis because he was looking at this 102%. That basically means 100% of your money back and 2% for the day. Now, if you do that over 5 days, that's 10%, which is a lot better than 6% a week and 6.6% a week. However, they saw that guy coming a mile away, and now they've changed it, and they said, if you are unsure about how Finalmente works and you're not sure whether you're actually going to get your money, you can put it in for 1 day. You can buy, okay, 500 Rand or 1,000 Rand, whatever you want to do, and you will get that 2% profit for the day. But once you've done that, your Uno starter will become inactive on your plan. You can go into someone else's plan and you will still see it's active like it is here on mine. But the minute you do it on your plan, it will then become inactive. It just allows you to do it. It's a test system, and you're only allowed to do it for 1 day, and that's it. Now that you've convinced yourself, okay, I'm earning my 2% for the day, I'm pretty sure I will get my 6% for the week. Here you can see again, system will tell you I can clearly afford to buy here. I cannot buy here. I don't have enough money to buy here. And how do you know this? You look at your minimum plan, okay, and you see, you copy this and you say, all right, let me just see how much does it cost. Come into that plan, 4,247 Rand, okay? And well, then you just check how much do I have, and it will be this here. So if I click on withdraw funds, withdraw funds, right? This is the amount of money that if I were to say withdraw Bitcoin, it would go to my wallet address that I've already put in here. I'll show you guys now how to do that. So we just want to see how much I can withdraw. 854 Rand is what I can withdraw. So yesterday it was on 72 Rand. Okay, today it's on 854. So because I'm constantly getting emails to say, you know, your level 4 has earned you Bitcoin $60, $70, and your level 3 has earned you Bitcoin and so forth. It all adds up. And that 800 odd will get added to my capital investment and so forth and so on. Okay, so yeah. So now I know I can buy for 800 rands. Okay, and the plan that I wanted to take for 6.6% doesn't allow me because you need 4,500. But here, clearly, you know, I can afford it because one, I'm checking it out, and two, the system tells me I can. 283 Rand needed there. The system tells me here. So all I need to do, let's just say you've got a plan and your plan comes to an end for the week and you need to repurpose. Guys, I tell people, with Finalmente, you work once a week and you work for 30 seconds. This is it. You buy, click once, right? Always go maximum. Maximum is the money you came in with plus your week's profit, and it will give you a maximum. Always, always go maximum, right? So I take that. That is your second click. I paste it. Okay. There you go. Third click. And I place my author, which is fourth click, and I confirm, which is my fifth click, and I'm done. And you're good to go for another week. 5 clicks, okay? And that's all you need to do. Right? So that is how you repurpose your money. Okay, so now you know how to fund your wallet, okay? So you know how to fund your wallet. But you just click on deposit. Okay, you know how to convert from Rand to Bitcoin. It's very simple. Right? We now, let's just say, okay, I've shown you how to repurpose, but let's just say it's a new plan that you want to purchase. Just quickly, so we want to go to a new plan. Okay, you click on buy with Bitcoin, and again, I've shown you guys how to do it. You first go here, you first look at what you can withdraw. Oh yeah, sorry, I did actually show you. So you click on withdraw after you figured out the amount of Bitcoin that you can move. Type in the Bitcoin, so you click here with buy with Bitcoin. You put that amount in, you agree. Let's put in the amount here. You agree, you place your order. Okay. Pick another amount here. Less than what's allowed. 0. It goes through. Amount is less than what is allowed. Oh, where am I now? I'm on 6%, sorry. Let me see. It's 1.5, sorry, guys. It's 0.015. That's the minimum. Okay, so I place my order and it gives me a wallet address. This is the wallet address that I will copy. Okay, I will copy this wallet address because this is where I need to pay the money to. And then obviously I've got my Bitcoin already sitting here, and I right click and I paste wallet address. I review the withdrawal and I'll get an email to confirm it, and then it's done. Okay, then it will take a couple of hours to move from this wallet into your Finalmente account. Simple as that. But I want to show you something. If you get to this point and you look at the last 3 digits, F6S, okay, always when you're making transfers, guys, and you're copying and pasting, before you say go ahead, check the last 3 digits of any e-wallet address. Make sure it is the same, okay, because if you make a mistake here, if you say copy and paste and it copies an old wallet address and you just say send, it's gone. Your money is absolutely gone. Okay, so make sure that you always check out these 3. But I want to show you something. So you've come here now, you've realized that's not maybe what you want to sell. Remember F6S. So we said, okay, let me just quickly cancel this. I want to do it over. I want to put in a little bit more money. So we go back. Okay, and we choose the same plan. Okay, 6.6 there. Choosing the same plan. You buy with Bitcoin, and you say, no, I want to put in a little bit more. So 0.0157, for example. I agree. I place my order. Okay. J8B. Although it's the same plan, this changes. So don't copy the first address, paste it here, okay, F6S. Go back and say, this is what I want to do, and just say send. It's not where this money is going to end up. It's going to end up with this wallet here, which is not the wallet that is now. Every Bitcoin amount that you put in has its own wallet address. So it's not like, well, the 6.6 plan has one wallet address and it's always going to be the same. It changes every time you make a change here. So just be very careful with regards to that. All right, so that's basically how you fund your account. When you make the payment, okay, so you've done everything, you've reviewed, you confirm it on your email. The important thing is you come back here and you say continue. Guys, you have to click on this continue button, because then it will say, it will take you out of this page and it will say your now account is pending. If you don't do that, the money cancels out or the transaction cancels out and it will go back into your Valor account. And people say, oh, nothing is happening or something like that. Always click on continue till you see the page is pending. Then you know you've done what you needed to do. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. When you sign up as well and it's new, if you've registered everything, you want to set up your 2FA. So you always click on your financial, you click on, no, sorry. Let me just see, payment accounts. Okay. So, sorry, let's just do this one quickly. When you click on financial and you click on payment accounts, this is where you're going to get your, where you paste your address for Finalmente to send your money to. Now, where do you get this? You go into your Valor account, okay? You go to your Luno account and so forth. Bitcoin, where it says deposit or receive, you click on there, and that's your address. Now, this address stays the same. Always doesn't change. You copy this address, you go to Finalmente, and you click on financial, you click on payment accounts, and you paste it here. This is where your monies will now, whenever you do a withdrawal, this is where it goes to. They don't like you putting an address, and then tomorrow you decide you want to go to another address, like now you want to use Luno, and then the day after you keep chopping and changing, they don't like it, okay? So try and just keep this and change it maybe once or so, again, if you find a better platform. We are looking at other opportunities, other platforms, other exchanges, because pretty soon Valor will also be regulated, and everything that you're ever going to earn rolling out of Finalmente, taking it to Valor, is going to be taxable. All right, so we want to see, because the amount of monies that you're going to be earning in Finalmente, I mean, you're going to pay serious amounts of taxes. And so I would only want to pay tax, not that I want to not pay tax, but I would only want to pay tax on the things that I buy in South Africa. If I've got 10 million Rand in Valor, I don't want to get taxed on it, because I might only want to spend R1 million in South Africa and the other 9 million in another country. Okay, so there are other platform, other exchanges, and right now it's too early to talk about those exchanges. You need to earn some serious money before we get to that. Okay, we're talking about $500,000 for the year is when you start looking at those other exchanges. I'm just looking at the profile setting. Okay, so this is your, make sure that your referral links are on and everything. Guys, what I'm trying to do here and show you is that navigate through your own back office. Click on things, see, what's behind, like my profile and so forth. I want to change, I want to add a link, this, that, and the other, and things like that. A lot of people are saying, I don't know what to do now, and so on, whatever. This is the easiest thing that you need to do, is just click all over, okay, and see what is behind each and every what's the name, link as such, right? So these are all the history of purchase plans and so forth, okay, and things like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to see now. It's activate the 2FA. Okay, it's not showing on mine because my 2FA is already activated. But on someone that's new, it will definitely show up here. Can't remember for the life of me now the link for it, but definitely find it there if you are new. Okay. Also, guys, when you sign up and you register and it's new, it will, in the beginning, it will ask you, do you want to use a 2FA, which is an app you download on your phone to log into your account, or do you want to log in via a password that they email you? You can decide. Okay. Make sure that if you do choose the 2FA on your phone, that when it gets to the QR code, it says below view QR code, click on that, and it will give you a long number. Write that number down, take a photograph, save it somewhere, whatever. Because should you lose your phone, you won't be able to get back into Finalmente without that 2FA. With that long number that you're writing down, that's your recovery code. So then you can take a new phone, download 2FA, put in that recovery code, and then you're back on track. It's actually not all that doom and gloom in the Finalmente case, because we've helped a few people with no 2FA by just phoning into the office, and they've cancelled 2FA on their side, which allowed you then to redo your 2FA on your phone to back on track. But we don't like to broadcast those things because we want you to take responsibility of your own accounts and PIN numbers and those kind of things. So guys, any questions at this point in time? Any questions? You know, of course, when it comes to referrals, if you do want to go that route, copy the top one. Okay, so you copy, you go into WhatsApp, and you just stick it and send it to whoever, right? So not the second one. I just normally use the top one. Anything? Nothing? I am recording this in any case, so I'll put it out on the group chat again later this evening. For tomorrow, you can go also onto the group chat and get that referral link for last night's Zoom. We can hear what and also see what the CEO looks like and so forth. And then, yeah, hopefully we see you next week. It's the calls is growing nicely. We were on 5 last week, but now we're down to 13, but it's okay. But keep growing. I mean, it's like I say, if you get an understanding of how this works, it's very easy to not only grow your own business, but if you wish to share it and someone has questions and things like this, this is where you get all the answers, all right, on this platform. So we're not really doing Zoom calls to do presentations per se. It's all about training. If you know how things work and you're comfortable with it, it's very easy to share the opportunity. Okay, so guys, yeah, I think that is it. If no one has any questions, we'll see you next week if all goes well on the call. Thanks for coming. Yeah, if you need to drive anyway, drive safely, and we'll see you in 7 days' time. Cheers, guys.